The phone vibrated on the kitchen counter, its buzz cutting through the hum of the refrigerator like a scream in the night. I froze, my hand hovering over the half-chopped onion, the knife's edge glinting under the fluorescent light. My daughter's name flashed on the screen, Clara. It was her third call in 10 minutes, each one unanswered, each one tightening the knot in my chest. I knew what she wanted. Her voice from yesterday's call echoed in my skull. Dad, you have to help us. Eric's debts, they're drowning us. Please. The desperation in her tone had clawed at me, but it was the name, Eric, that burned. My son-in-law, the man I'd trusted with her heart, the man whose secrets I'd uncovered just days ago. I set the knife down, the blade clattering against the cutting board. The air smelled sharp, of onion and regret. My reflection stared back from the window above the sink, a tired man with graying temples and eyes that had seen too much. I hadn't told Clara what I knew. How could I? The truth would shatter her, and I'd already lost so much. Her mother to cancer, my savings to bad investments, my faith in family to Eric's lies. I wiped my hands on a dish towel, the rough cotton grounding me, and picked up the phone. Not to answer, but to silence it. Then I grabbed my keys and walked out the door. The night was cold, the kind that seeps into your bones. My truck's engine growled as I drove, the headlights slicing through the fog that clung to the empty streets. I didn't know where I was going, only that I couldn't stay. Not after what I'd found. It started with a hunch, a flicker of doubt, when Eric dodged questions about his business trips. Then came the late-night whispers I overheard when I stayed over at their house. Clara, asleep upstairs. I'd followed him last week, tailing his sleek black sedan to a dive bar on the edge of town. There, through a grimy window, I saw him, laughing, his arm around a woman who wasn't my daughter, his lips brushing her ear. The betrayal wasn't just infidelity. It was the stack of hidden credit card statements I'd found in his desk, debts in the tens of thousands, tied to gambling, late-night clubs, and her. Clara's voice haunted me as I drove. He's trying, Dad. He's just stressed. She'd always defended him, her love blinding her to the cracks I saw widening. I'd wanted to believe her, to trust that the man who vowed to cherish her was worthy. But every excuse she made felt like a brick in the wall between us. I gripped the steering wheel, my knuckles white, the leather creaking under my fingers. Guilt gnawed at me. Guilt for spying, for doubting her judgment, for not confronting him. But anger burned hotter. How dare he drag her into his mess? How dare he make her beg me for money to cover his sins? I pulled into a gas station, the neon sign flickering like a dying star. Inside, the clerk barely glanced up as I paid for coffee, the bitter steam curling under my nose. My phone buzzed again, another text from Clara. Dad, where are you? I'm worried. My heart twisted. She didn't know I'd seen the bank notice in their mailbox, the one threatening foreclosure. She didn't know I'd emptied my savings account that morning, not to pay Eric's debts, but to buy a one-way ticket to nowhere. I couldn't save her from him, not if she wouldn't see the truth. But I could save myself. Back in the truck, I opened the glove compartment and pulled out the envelope. My plane ticket, a new ID, a burner phone. Disappearing wasn't the plan when I woke up today, but it felt like the only way to force Clara to face reality. If I paid Eric's debts, he'd keep lying, keep cheating, keep breaking her. If I stayed, I'd have to watch her crumble. I scrawled a note on a gas receipt. Clara, I love you, but I can't fix this. Look closer at him. I left it on the passenger seat, knowing she'd find the truck eventually. As I drove toward the airport, the fog thickened, swallowing the road ahead. My chest ached with the weight of leaving her, but the image of Eric's smirk in that bar fueled me. Let him drown in his debts. Let Clara see him for what he was. The plane would take me far, maybe Alaska, maybe Mexico, but the real escape was from the lie I'd let fester. I'd vanished not just from her life, but from the man who thought he could betray us both and walk away unscathed.